is Goff. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's good for 28 yards.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Goff throwing complete here to Jefferson. And a big game that time. He's out of bounds. And that'll be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and
they'll look to run with Akers. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Akers. They try and run. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
at their own 30-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I've been talking about offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. Hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Ball carried by number 28.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On second down, it's Patterson, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
He's taken down at the 30.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. On play action, they'll throw. The LA defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to fourth down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on third down.
And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Kyle Fuller. The 20. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Cordero Patterson with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bears draw a bit closer. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there, and it's 2nd down. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. The penalty flag had to come out.
This throw caught right around the 6. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on him a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
A line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. A 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was going right back to Cooper Kupp, but now it's 3rd and goal.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Rams add on to their lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
1st down, Chicago.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Foles. They're firing a deep ball for Kmet. That's caught at the 25. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play. So might as well have not even had the penalty.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And it's caught at the 7-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage.
Back at the 7-yard line.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And Charles will go down back at the 12. Samson Abuka. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
4th down and goal.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
17.
So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
Garrett White on the return. The Rams take over 1st and 10.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now Goff on 1st down. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Well, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. You can fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
That's complete to the tight end, Everett. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. To the air again. Goff. This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now back to throw. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
First down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll set up a throw. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Terrell Lewis showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4.
It's second down.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to take another shot here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Brown. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack. And they stick with it.
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends on the field. That screams jumbo set, running formation to a defense, right? No, they go play action, and defense gets confused for just a split second. And next thing you know, completion for good yardage.
They'll run on first down with Akers. He takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big play there for L.A. 43 yards.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Goff. Back to the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Bears.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuck the run.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra hut, you know, that extra emphasis on it, got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
On 3rd down, Patterson. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. They needed a yard. They got it. 1st down. And, Charles, you look at this offense, their struggles moving the ball well documented. Dead last in the NFL in 1st downs, but signs of life there.
Yeah, and you and I do, I think, a really good job of respecting the game and respecting the teams. With this squad, they're in a position now where their fan base gets excited when they pick up a 1st down. They cheer almost like they picked up a touchdown.
A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11.
And the Bears
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Foles on the give to Montgomery. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
At the 42-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Patterson, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw here. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off with great anticipation. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 40, the 30, 20. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
No problem there on the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25.
17.
So they throw now as this one's in the air. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this run.
I don't think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
struggles on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. On the ground, it's Akers. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Goff now looks to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll run here with Akers. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Cam Akers, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead.
17.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
To go for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And he'll complete this one to Patterson. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
That was well defended, and while it was completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to kick.
Now a hit and Foles loses the football. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They'll run on 1st down. Akers. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
Here's Akers. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Now Goff on 3rd and goal. And it will be intercepted. Snags it from the point. And from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down, told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up, I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right, he talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 16. Patterson on the carry. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along really well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position. On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the 4th now at SoFi Stadium. The Chiefs have opened up a 2-touchdown advantage. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Goff. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Once more, they turn to Patterson. Cordell Patterson past the 20, 10, and he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show.
We
got a plane to catch.
Goff going to throw it. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Now a run with Akers. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
Today's final
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.